Hello everybody, welcome to my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, my TikTok. This is Sichamba Jacob. Alright, so I've got a question with me right here where they're saying integrate. Okay, we need to integrate this x squared sine x dx. So since we've got two different things, this is algebra, this is trigonometry, we need to use by parts method. Okay, so we're going to use what we call by parts method. So what it means here, it means we need to break down this. One of them will be u, the other one will be dv. So let me just try to break it down for you. So you need to use the mnemonic, this mnemonic right here, to help you identify which one must be your u, which one must be your dv. So now, out of this mnemonic, we're going to identify our u, of course. We need to identify u, okay? I'll tell you how you can identify your u. So this will be called u is equal to x squared. So this x squared is our u, and dv will be equal to sine x. Okay, so these are the two things we need for us to integrate. Okay, so now how did I get to know that this is my u and this is my dv? So you follow this mnemonic. This means log. If there is log here, it must be your u. This means inverse. If there is inverse, inverse must be your u. This is algebra. If there is algebra here, for example, here we've got algebra. So our u will be x power 2, which is algebra. Because we don't have a log, we don't have inverse, we have algebra. That will be our u. And what remains here is our dv. For t, it's trig. Okay? So if there was no algebra, we would have gone for trig. And e is exponential. Okay, or exponent. Okay, so we've now identified our u and our dv. So once you identify those two things, you come to your u. You find your du dx. So in this case, we just said du, okay, and then we find the derivative of this x power 2, which is just 2x. You know, when finding the derivative, you multiply this power by the number that is in front here. So 2 times 1, it's a 2. And then you subtract a 1 from this power. You come and write your dx. Okay? So the same idea of finding du dx. Okay? Du dx. The same idea. You know, you need to multiply this power by the number that is in front. In this case, it's a 1. You've got a 2, and then you maintain x. To the power here, you subtract a 1. And then after you've found your du dx, you cross multiply. So you shall have dx this side. That's how it's done. Now for dv, you're going to find your v. Okay? Here it was u, we found the du. Here it's dv, we find the v. So the v means you integrate this. What is the integral of sine x? It is, of course, negative cos x. Okay? So these are the things we needed. So after getting these things, the things we need, we now get these two, you multiply them. Okay? X squared times the negative cos x. We are multiplying u times v. Remember, we're using by part method. So this is the idea. I just wanted you to understand the concept, how it moves. You multiply this by this. So when we multiply v times u times v, it will of course give us a negative x power 2 cos x. Okay, you see, I've just gotten this by this, and it gave us this. We say minus integral. Remember, this is how by parts move. integral, we now multiply du times v. It's giving us negative 2x cos x. Okay? And then here we say dx because it's this, and it will give us this right here. We say dx. Okay? So now, this is step 1. We've integrated part of the solution. It's this one. We also need to integrate this. So this we integrate it 3 times, okay, for us to find the solution. So remember these steps, and then you write it in this form. So let me copy it. Let me copy so that we understand or we see how it's moving. So we've got negative x power 2 cos x plus, because negative times negative, it's positive. And then this 2, it's a constant. It can come outside. It's fine. You remain with x cos x dx. Like that. Okay? Hopefully you're able to see. So now, from this stage, we need to integrate this. So we'll do the same, because there are 2 functions. I mean 2 equations, or 2 functions, or 2 values, so to say. I mean two equations, so to say, or 2 functions. We've got this also. So we need to use by part also here. So we shall say let u be equal to, which one? It's x. Using the mnemonic, using this mnemonic, so there's no log, there is no inverse, algebra first. So pick algebra. And then you say dv, there are only 2 things. There's u, which is x, dv will be what will remain. In this case, it's cos x. Okay? So what is our du? The integral, the derivative of x, it's 1. So you remain with the dx. The integral, I'm repeating, let me repeat this. At this point, you need to find the derivative. Okay? At this point, you need to integrate the opposite of derivative. It's a sine x. So the integral of this is sine x. I know you know the integral sign, so just integrate this. So you remain with the sine x. Okay? So now what you do, you write this part. Remember, we are integrating this. This one will maintain. So we shall have this times this. Like we did u times v. It's x sine x. U times v, it's x times sine x. And this is what we have. And then you say minus the integral of this times this. It's sine x dx. You know that if you're following nicely, you can tell that it's reducing. We're just remaining with this. X has disappeared. And that's the whole idea. Okay? So now, let me write it here so that we don't miss the step. So here, we've got negative x squared cos x plus a 2, this 2. And the integral of this is what we have right here. So it will be open bracket, because we need to multiply by 2 everything. X sine x minus the integral of sine x. Okay? The integral of sine x dx, we even close. So that's it. So now from this stage, of course, we shall say equal to, okay, x power 2 cos x times, plus 2 times x sine x, it's 2x sine x. This and this will give us negative 2 integral of sine x dx. Okay? I guess you're following. And finally, our final answer here will be negative x squared cos x plus 2x sine x. The integral of this, it's negative, okay? It will be negative cos x. and then we say plus a c. Okay, hopefully you can see. So finally here we can write our answer properly. Let me put it here. So we shall say the integral, okay, of x power 2 sine x dx will be equal to negative x power 2 cos x plus 2x sine x plus 2 cos x. Then we say plus a c. So this is our answer. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've learned one or two things out of this video. Please remember to share, like, and leave a comment. Bye-bye.